It's early spring here at Herr Little Farm, and everything's just starting to wake up. The grapevines are pushing out little buds, not much yet, but enough to feel hopeful. These vines have been here longer than most of my chickens, and somehow they always know when it's time to come back to life. And speaking of chickens, they've already claimed their runway, pecking, scratching, running wild like it's the opening ceremony of farm season. Honestly, they keep me company and keep me humble. There's not a lot planted yet, not a lot that's picture perfect. But this moment, with the sun warming the dirt and the chickens doing their thing, this is where the season begins. Not in the harvest, not in the bloom, but right here in the waking up. This is my quiet spot under the trees, where I sit, listen to the birds, and let the farm breathe with me. So this is what I walked out to today. 5 raised beds, completely overtaken by weeds and tall grass. It doesn't matter how many seasons I go through, this first step always feels like a lot. It's the kind of mess that makes you pause and think, where do I even begin? And honestly, I stood here for a minute, just me, the sun warming my back, and a whole lot of wild things growing where they shouldn't. These beds, they've fed us before. Tomatoes, herbs, flowers, greens, so much joy has come from this soil. But today, looking at them like this, they felt a little forgotten. I think we all have seasons like that, where the weeds creep in slowly, quietly, until one day we finally stop and say, it's time to clear some space. So I took a deep breath and decided, I don't have to finish it all today. I just have to start. This is the part where the real work begins. Clearing just one bed doesn't sound like much until you're out here in the sun, pulling up weeds that seem like they've been planning a takeover all winter. The grass is stubborn, the roots go deep, and the mess, it doesn't care that you had other plans today. I start small, one patch, one corner. That's the only way I know how to get through days like this. Focus on what's right in front of me and let the rest wait its turn. And something shifts after a while. The noise in your head quiets, your body falls into rhythm, the to-do list fades, and all that's left is pull, toss, smooth. It's a conversation between me and the soil, between what was and what's coming. I've still got 4 more beds to go after this, but right now, I'm not thinking about the rest. Just this bed, just this moment, just showing up and letting that be enough. I wasn't alone for long. The guinea fowls showed up, not to help exactly, but more like they were checking my progress. Supervisors, really. Quiet, observant, snacking on whatever they found in the grass. They didn't offer to scratch the soil or peck at weeds, just sort of hovering around me, wondering she's finally doing something productive. But even so, their presence shifted the mood. There's something comforting about not being the only one out here, even if your coworkers are just casually judging you with side-eyed and bird feet. We've been through a lot together, these birds and I. And even when they are not pulling their weight, they remind me I'm never really alone out here. This is when the tide turned. My girls, the chickens, finally showed up. Fashionably late, of course, but they got straight to business. No warm-up, no hesitation, just boots on the ground or claws in the dirt, ready to work. Scratching deep, flipping the top layer of soil, kicking up weeds like they had a personal vendetta against them. And something about their energy must have stirred the guinea fowls out of their snack break. Slowly, but surely, they started scratching too, peeking over and wondering, are we doing this now? Okay. Then more guineas showed up, probably just to supervise again, but I didn't question it. For a few minutes, we were all in sync. Chicken scratching, guinea pecking, me continuing my work, and just watching them do what they were born to do. It's funny, when you're working alone, everything feels heavier. But when the flock joins in, even with their drama and squawking, the whole mood changes. I didn't have to ask. I didn't have to plan it. They just knew this was the moment to show up. And they did. Watching them like this, it never gets old. Scratching, turning, clearing the topsoil with more instinct than effort. And then I step in, not to take over, but to work alongside them. We're not in a rush. We're just here, each doing our part. I stayed with this one bed. No jumping around, no rushing. Just one task, one space, one patch of earth at a time. And the girls stayed with me. Scratching the topsoil, breaking it up, making sure I didn't miss a spot, or maybe just enjoying the mess with me. There was something grounding about it, the way we worked together without speaking. Me with my tools, them with their instincts. Nobody was in charge really. We just moved in rhythm. Me clearing, them turning, me smoothing, them pecking. We shared the moment without needing anything more. And somewhere in the middle of all that scratching and breathing and brushing dirt off my hands, I realized how different the bed looked. It wasn't perfect, but it was open, cleared, softened, ready. You don't always notice transformation while it's happening. Sometimes it sneaks up on you. But when you stay present, when you just keep showing up, change finds you anyway. This bed didn't change in an hour. It took time and sweat and more weeds than I care to count. But now the soil can breathe again. The sun is peeking through the trees, and my girls are still scratching, doing what they do best. I'm heading to the next bed soon, but I wanted to pause, to take in what's been done. It's not perfect, but it's clear, and today that feels like enough. Two raised beds cleared, then 3, and finally all 5. It's not fancy, but it's clean. The weeds are gone, the edges are trimmed, and I can finally see the space again. I'm not planting just yet. I'm giving the soil another week to breathe, to rest before the next season begins. But I've already got plans. Pumpkins, squash, anything with vines that knows how to stretch out and take up space. Clearing these beds wasn't just about control, it was about creating room for growth, for possibility, for the next chapter. I made space for what comes next, and that, for today, is enough. Hey friends, before I close out this video, I just wanted to say thank you for being here with me today. This was a little different than what I usually share. Just me working on the farm, prepping the garden beds, and letting the chickens help in their own messy way. I wanted to try something new, slowing down, doing a voiceover, and just sharing what this season feels like for me. Life has been kind of full lately, and I've realized that sometimes the quiet work, the one that nobody sees, is the most important. So if you're also in a season of preparation, or starting again, or even just trying to catch your breath, I hope this gave you a little peace and encouragement today. I appreciate you more than you know, and I'll see you next time.